All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Adolfi. A lot going on, a lot to talk about tonight with our brand new potential tropical cyclone upgraded today around 5 o'clock. Likely looking at a depression here come tomorrow morning as it lifts off towards the north and the east. Let me go ahead right now and give you the very latest track from the Hurricane Center. The 8 o'clock intermediate advisory, pressures at 1010, winds at 30 miles an hour. Movement there off towards the west-northwest now at about 16 miles an hour. So you can see that jump. 2 p.m. Saturday becoming a depression. 2 a.m. on Sunday near Fort Myers. We have a tropical storm. If it stays across the eastern Gulf of Mexico there may be a chance for this to develop into a hurricane. I want to keep that on the table there, but we'll just have to wait and see. So Monday, 2 o'clock at 65 miles an hour and just northwest of Marion County. So they will likely see the strongest winds. And coming up tonight at 11, I'm pretty confident that we will be dealing with a brand new update with a inland tropical storm watch for Marion County by the time that 11 o'clock advisory does indeed come down. Again, the strongest winds will be north and west of I-4 based on the latest track. However, if that track adjusts more towards the east, you'll see more yellow up and down Orange, Seminole, Volusia, and on into Flagler counties. However, if it goes more to the west, then the bottom line is that that would change the whole caveat there, and the yellow would maybe just be along the west coast. So I wanted to do a few things here for you, just kind of break a couple things down. Here you go. You can see today it's over Cuba. Tomorrow, again, a tropical depression, maybe a tropical storm by Saturday night, and then the system arrives on Sunday. We're watching the heavy rain, we're watching the winds, we're watching that severe weather threat. Just a lot to go on. So, just a couple friendly reminders here. What you can do now: lower the pools, drain some of the water out of it, move the outdoor furniture, any loose items indoors. Check your hurricane kits. Want to make sure you're prepared. For me. Again, the impact day is going to be the weather day. The alert day is going to be on Sunday, first warning weather day. Flooding rains, a possibility. Rough surf and seas along the west coast, certainly a possibility. East coast won't be as bad. Remember, a storm coming in from the west to the east. You get an offshore flow, so not expecting that along the Florida east coast. Tornadoes. Medium threat there, but that could be bumped up depending upon the track. And I want to show you our own Futurecast model because it does something that would definitely potentially bump that tornado from yellow to red. Tropical storm winds, medium threat, especially along our western side of the peninsula. So the headlines with this storm right now looking like this. You can see intensity and track is what we're watching. A stronger storm means a greater risk for tornadoes. We're monitoring both the flood and severe weather risk. Time frame Sunday and then on into Monday. Let me give you some satellite imagery, some context here. A couple things I want to send your way, let you know what's going on. There it is. There's the water vapor channel. And you can see 8 p.m. Friday, there's that trough of low pressure up to the north, down to the south. There's our storm system. As that continues to move off now towards the west-northwest, you can actually see a little bit of a pulse up. One of the things that's catching my eye tonight is right in here, moving more towards the west. And you're starting to see some development here and a little bit of outflow now on the northern side. So that's something we are going to have to watch. When you take a look at the enhanced satellite, there's what you got. No screaming significant winds there. So that's at least some good news. We do it from the buoy standpoint here, away from the land masses there. Those are, for the most part, in check. There was one burst of wind energy there near Guantanamo Bay, near 40 miles an hour. But really, other than that, things look to be behaving themselves. So let me give you a different vantage point here of what's going on. And you can see there's our storm. There's the cone. And you can see right around that core there some thunderstorms that we're going to have to watch and monitor here as we go through the evening hours. Let's take a look at the tropical cyclone heat potential graphic here. The storm is definitely going to be feeding off of some very warm water. The more west it goes, there's high octane fuel for this storm to develop, and that's one of the things that we're a little bit more concerned with tonight based on that track on the southern side of Cuba, not the northern side. Latest tropical models here looking like this. You got two camps, one from Tampa to Jacksonville, and literally within the next half hour to 45 minutes, we should be getting the very latest tropical models into our system. At that point, I think that hopefully we'll see more of a shift to the west. I can't guarantee that, but based on where the developing storms are tonight, would lead me to believe that we may see more of a trek back towards the west. But we'll have to wait on that once those models come in. All right, potential tropical cyclone 4, the intensity forecast look like this for you. Most of them tropical storm. There are a few that do become a hurricane, so we're not going to let our guard down. We're still going to continue to monitor the trends on that. Here's a look now at the GFS model. GFS has winds here at 35, 45 miles an hour. There we go. So we've got 25, 35. Look at that, 43. Winter Haven, 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Thanks, Keith. 44 in Wildwood. And you can see up towards Ocala. Look at that, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So definitely there's a reason why there's tropical storm watches up for the inland areas. That's our GFS model. Let's take a look at the Euro here. Show you what that looks like. And you'll see right here, there's the Euro. There's Saturday on into Sunday. Nothing too crazy. It's a little bit slower. There's Monday, and you can see a little bit of wind, but not as strong as the GFS. Now the graph, let's go to the graph. Let me show you that here real quickly. You're welcome, guys, for these updates. No problem. There's a look now at the graph model. You can see there's Saturday, some of the bands up north. Not bands, but some of the moisture. Now we start getting into some of the bands on Sunday. There's no doubt about that. The graph is showing some pretty decent wind. 41 Winter Haven, 3:30 in the afternoon. There's a look now at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You can see 40-mile-an-hour winds up and down the I-4 corridor. And then notice as it pivots towards the coast, winds picking up now from New Smyrna Beach, Bicklow, Daytona, Palm Coast. This model did very well with Beryl, and there's your center of circulation north of Ocala as that band of showers and storms lifts to the north and the east. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show everybody is the rainfall. Oh, shoot, I didn't want that. No, let's get rid of that. Let's do this. This is the one I wanted. There it is. That's that for me right there is a pretty good approximation of what we could be seeing here across the peninsula with regards to rain here the next couple of days. Most of that falling within the next couple of days there. Because of that, we do have a flood threat. You can see right there Saturday starting to increase from down south. Sunday, entire area except for maybe southern Brevard, and then on Monday lifting to the north and the east. The other thing we have to watch too here is the storm surge. We have watches now up and down the western side of the peninsula, and when we take a look at the latest surge forecast, we're going 2 to 5 on the west coast and down south 1 to 3. And we like to look at the latest storm surge as the storm comes up. Nothing there now, it's below, but that's going to change as this storm continues to develop over our way. Tracy, you're welcome. Milton, Elizabeth, Jessica, Terry, thanks guys, appreciate those nice words. There's a look at the wave height. Maximum probably right about in there. A little bit of green underneath that cone. 9 to 14 along the west coast, coming potentially into the Tampa Bay area, and then up towards the Big Bend, and then you can see a big push there off the coast of the Carolinas as this storm system may try to build on up. So let's take a look at this. Here you go. Probability of tropical storm force winds. You can see about 10 to 20%, maybe a little bit higher there. Marion County up towards Flagler County, 30-40% there for you. And then when we look at the GFS and the Euro, this is what it's doing. It's got tropical storm force winds in our northern communities. The Euro is just a little bit different. It's got some tropical storm force winds up north. So that's about what we got. So kind of putting it all together here for everybody. Here we go. Here's a look at the impact confidence timeline. Today, we're continuing to track. Medium confidence, we'll kind of lock in on Saturday for sure. Get another couple of Gary Keene, you're all over the place. Love that. Maria Baldridge, Amanda Beach, good to have you guys. Sunday, worst impacts. Monday, improving from early afternoon on. So there you go. A little bit of that there for you. So that's really the biggie for me. Let me see what else I can show you here. Yeah, the hurricane hunters were in there earlier. They found some winds. This is the recon guys. I'm going to have to update this here in a second. But there's the recon. You can see it right there. They kind of did their little razzle-dazzle. They found some winds, 40, 50, 60 plus on the north side. But they're done. That mission's over. So they are going to head back, and another mission is going to go in here shortly. So there it is. There's your potential tropical cyclone 4 right there. All right, let's take some questions. Sunday's the biggest impact date. That is correct, Natalie. Terry Thoros, Maria Braun. How's Northport? Northport's going to get some rain and some breezes. Again, we'll have to wait and see. The longer it's over the Gulf, the more concerned I get. And the one thing that's catching my eye tonight is right here. We definitely have a big burst of energy, and it definitely looks like the center's in here. And you can see the banding now going on the north side. So we wanted this to stay over land. Looks like it may be emerging on the south side of this area. And, when you look at the water temperatures in this area, they are very, very high. And that is not something we'd like. I want to show you. Let me do something here real quick. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. Get that back up there. There's a little burst of thunderstorms there on the south side there, just south of Camagüey. Data sets. Let's see here. All right, let me get some water temperatures in here. Hold on one second. I want the anomalies. I want the actual. All right, let's do this. Yeah, so let's do this. One thing I can do for you guys. I'm going to put the best fed. Okay, so we'll put do this here real quick. This is going to be 4. There it is. Oops. Let's do this. There we go. Let's save that. Let's do this. So it's right here, and those are some incredibly warm waters here in the Eastern Gulf. So that's something that we will be watching. Again, if I put the tropical track in there, single storm, do that like that. There's our storm down there. It is over some very, very, very warm water. So that's what we're going to be watching right there. That's the corridor. Let's see, Tony. No, too much. I'm jacked up. Yeah. Steve Riggs, got you, Bubba. South Carolina. Oh, okay, yeah. So he wants to know about South Carolina. Let me do this. South Carolina is likely to get some impacts too. That's a good question. Safe to travel to Jacksonville Sunday by car. Ooh, that one you're going to have to watch because there's a look at the cone. All right, so the Carolinas, we're looking at Tuesday on into Wednesday. And then to Jacksonville on Sunday. I don't like. I think it's going to be pretty active there based on my the trends on the models tonight. Just FYI. Carmen Luciano, we made it to Bahamas today. Yes. Michaela Noel, good deal, girl. Enjoy your time down there. Enjoy it. You guys stay safe too, by the way. The ocean should be a little bit choppy for you down there too, so just be mindful of that. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I got to run. I got a hit coming up. I just wanted to give you a quick little update. They are summoning me. Of course, I'll have the brand new and up to the date information here for you guys coming up. tonight at 10 and 11. And if need be, an update tomorrow, sometime midday before I come in. I'm working all weekend now, just so you guys know. All right, ta-ta.